Hey, it's Brian from Wright732.com. It is Daily B, episode 68. When did hard become bad? Hey, Brian Wright from Wright732.com and fitin.com, PHITIN.com. And something I just want to hop on and talk about is, when did hard become a bad thing? When did we start thinking that everything had to be easy or automated? Because that's really what sets us up for being prey for predators. That's what sets us up for, wasting a lot of time and money on, get rich quick, on scam funnels, on all the crap that we get bombarded with on the internet every day. Anyone who's ever done anything knows that at some point it's going to get hard. It's just the way it is. We're not full of vigor and ready to go every day. We need to stay inspired. We need to stay motivated. We need to stay connected with the original energy that got us involved in whatever it is we're doing. It's a struggle to stay engaged and to keep going all the time. Everybody, I don't care who you are, I don't care what you're doing, has questioned yourself at some point where you said, I don't know if I want to continue doing this anymore. And then there are times when you've quit, and there are other times where you've pushed through and great things have happened or not. But you always can go beyond where you want to stop or you think you can't go past. I was speaking about how we're stronger than we know and how endurance is really important. We've all come across different scenarios that push us. The issue that I have is that the minute that some of us come in contact with that person, that scam or that thing that says, oh, give me money, I'm going to make it easier, we start pulling our wallet out and looking for the shortcut. If you really want to achieve the things you've set out to do not look for the shortcut. If there is a legitimate shortcut, meaning if there is a more efficient way to do something you set out to do, if there is a level of knowledge or increasing of your skills application that's going to allow you to streamline a process, that is one thing. But if you think you're going to buy an ebook, a webinar, a video, something of that nature that's going to make everything better or automated, quicker, whatever, you're really just wasting your time and money. I was talking to somebody yesterday. They have a good friend who started out, they started a venture, and they were doing okay, but they were just missing a few things, and it was never really becoming a fulfilled project. And a lot of it was just stubbornness, a bit of ego on the person's part that was doing it. But the biggest trap they ran into was they ended up, no joke, over 6 figures they spent on seminars, webinars, ebooks, all the crap I'm talking about. 6 figures plus was spent on trying to fix the problem by going to all of these, really glitzy, glamorous, well-produced garbage situations. Nothing changed. In the end, the person had to shut down their venture, had to move, actually moved in with somebody else because they couldn't even afford to live anymore. All that time and money spent on trying to fix their problems or trying to find the magic secret or solution, that money and time could have been applied back to the business. If the ego was let go of and there was a more introspective, real approach to what they were doing, they could have been successful. But the truth is they couldn't be successful because they had personal damage that they were incapable of overcoming. So if your personal damage is such that it doesn't allow you to fulfill all of your aspirations and it keeps sticking you in a situation where you're looking for the get rich quick or the easy solution or the magic whatever that's just going to cost money, you probably are not meant to be doing what you're doing. You're probably meant to be working for someone else. If you're going to choose to be a leader or a boss or an owner, you have to go inward, not outward, to find what it is you should be doing. Because when you go inward and you strip away your ego and your emotion and you look at really what your skill set is and you accept the fact that being yourself in today's world is not easy, and you start to embrace the hard aspect of it instead of looking at hard as bad and realize that hard is actually good. It means you are struggling, you are fighting, you're achieving, you're progressing, you're doing something instead of, oh, it's so hard, it's difficult, I'm whatever. Stop looking at hard as weakness. Hard makes you better. So if what you're doing is difficult but pulling results, you're doing the right thing. The results are everything. You can't just embrace hard to embrace hard. I know people that, especially in health and fitness aspect of it, they pile on hard in the physical nature of stuff to just make people feel like they're doing something, but the benefit is actually minimal. I mean, anybody can make anybody sweat in a short amount of time and make them feel like they're doing something and then get their money and then they're good. I mean, it's a scam business that has no longevity. But, you know, there's an actual functional hard. There is a proper way of going about things that may have difficulties. That's what I'm talking about, is finding your lane, your avenue that's going to bring you to the success that you want, that's going to achieve the things that you want, that's going to set out to the things that you set sail to achieve. And then the difficulties that arise are just part of the process. You know, you don't make it difficult so that you can say you're striving. You deal with the natural difficulties of the task, and you deal with them, and you persevere, you endure, and then you succeed. You don't run into the natural difficulties of things and then quit or look for, a solution from the outside, because that's when you get yourself in trouble. There are legitimate people that can help you get through problems, and those are the only people that you should really work with. There are real consultants. There are real, people in business, in medical, whatever. There are legitimate people that can help you solve problems that you've got, difficulties you can't get past, whatever. But the guys you're running into on Facebook are not the answer. And I mean, I'll call out one in particular. The guy who's kind of the leader of the movement is Frank Kearns. He will sell you on literally a $5,200 package where he's going to create sales funnels for you and get you hooked into Infusionsoft and all these different things, and he promises this massive return. But there are no promises on a return on any business. Anyone I've ever worked with, I say, I believe this is what you need to do, and it's proven track record, but there's no guarantees or promises that anything will work ever. It will always come down to your skill, increasing of your knowledge, and your hustle. That makes everything work. So when you want to go and spend almost $6,000 to get an introductory program from Frank Kearns and his fear-based emailing system, or his money multiplying system, or develop a syndicate, as he's actually been quoted saying, these are not real things. This is someone selling you a magic bullet that doesn't exist. So again, go inside to figure out what it is that you want. Look inward. Figure out what you want your end game to be. Figure out what your honest skill set is. Figure out what skill you have that you actually enjoy doing. Then apply it. And then as you come into difficulties, you increase your knowledge from actual people, from legitimate sources. You continue to push, drive through your difficulties, get past them, and keep moving forward successfully. That is the game, period. No more magic bullets. No more thousands of dollars to go to seminars. No more downloading of the ebook. No more watching the gurus. Honestly, if someone says guru, run. Simple as that. Even a guy like Tony Robbins, who I think has a tremendous amount of information, if you look at him, probably less than 1% of his client base is actually successful people. He deals with some of the world's most successful people on a one-on-one level. But more than 99% of his money comes from people that will never, ever achieve the results of that small group. But he uses the results of that small group and hangs it in front of you and says, you can be these people if you do. The reality of it is, you probably could become one of them if you did certain things. But do we have the ability to do those certain things? Or, again, is it just a massive base of people that are looking for the magic phrase, the magic thing to do, the magic connection? They're looking for magic. They're looking for Tony to give them the answers. The answers are within. Even listen to what he says. He talks about being your authentic self like every other person that's ever created success for themselves or anyone else. It's always about being you, embracing your strengths, forgetting about your weaknesses and focusing on your strengths, and creating a social network that's going to be supportive of what you do, and then applying yourself fully and wholeheartedly into whatever dream aspiration you have and not quitting until it gets done. It's so simple. It's so simple. You don't have to pay $6,000 for someone to tell you this. You're getting it for free on YouTube right now. Believe me, don't believe me, I really don't care. I know it's the truth. Anybody that's in the process knows what the truth is. And if you quiet down the noise of the social megaphone, get off your social media for about 20 minutes, sit down, be quiet, and look inward, you'll realize I'm telling you the truth too. So stop being prey for predators. Be strong. Accept that hard is a beautiful and good thing, but hard that comes about from doing the right thing. And it's the hard that is setting building blocks and creating foundations for greater steps moving forward, not just sweating to sweat or making things hard on purpose so that you have excuses. No excuses, no BS, hard work, skill, knowledge, hustle, it's all the same, always will be.